I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nats, and I hope everyone is happy, healthy, and doing okay. This is my merch. If you didn't know, I do have merch. The link is always in my description box below. What a shameless plug in the intro of this video. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for today's video. We are going to be doing a pregnancy Q&A, and because I know this video is going to be super long, I'm going to head straight into the Q&A. And I did put a poll on my Instagram story so you guys to send in questions, and I also made a community post on YouTube for you guys to also send questions in. So that is where I'll be pulling the questions from. So let's jump right into the video. Also, you guys, I'm 30 weeks pregnant and I'm super out of breath, and I just ate a big meal, so there's gonna be a lot of in this video, to be honest. First question is, will you guys be raising baby religious in general or specifically Adventist?
We have and will be having an Adventist home, so yeah, the child will be raised in that fashion, but we are very open-minded, both of us, so we'll also be encouraging thought, critical thinking. So the child will not necessarily, feel the pressure to necessarily stick to what we believe because we believe it. But in terms of a starting point, yeah, that's gonna be it. That's how I was raised.
Next question, will the child need a Jamaican passport to travel outside Japan? Yes. The short answer to that is yes, because the child will have no other passport. I hate saying the child. Baby Flex will have no other passport but a Jamaican passport. So if you did not know, as a matter of fact, many people don't know, when a child is born in Japan, they do not automatically get Japanese citizenship. The child would have to been born to at least one Japanese parent in order to be considered a Japanese citizen. So right now, Baby Flex will be 100% Jamaican. However, he does not get automatic Jamaican citizenship either because he was not born in Jamaica. So what we are going to have to do is, once he's born, we'll have to contact the Jamaican embassy here in Japan and apply for his Jamaican citizenship, and that is how he will get a passport. So yes, he will need a passport to travel. Babies need passports, right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, his passport will be Jamaican. Okay, the next question, are you planning to have more kids? Before we answer this question, I find it strange how the minute a person gets pregnant or have a baby, the world asks them, are you going to have more kids?
It's a natural question.
It is a natural question, and I don't have a problem answering the question, but I have seen other creators, once they just had a baby and persons ask them, are you going to have more kids? They kind of get offended because they're like, I just started being a parent, where like, give me some time to adjust to what I'm doing right now before you start asking me about other kids, which I understand, but nonetheless, I don't have a problem answering the question. So the answer to the question is yes, we do plan on having more kids. We want at least one more kid.
And I think it's a fair question. If I release a video and you ask me, are you going to be releasing more videos on this topic?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good question. So it's either yes, no, or I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And our answer is yes, right?
Yeah, our answer is yes. We definitely want more kids. And to be honest, the minute I got pregnant, I was like, we're not done having kids. And it is my first time. I have never gotten pregnant. I have never given birth. I have no idea what parenthood is about to be like, but I am already sure that more kids are in the cards for us. How soon that will be after this baby is born, we are hoping at least 2 years. If you guys watched our last year Christmas video, then we said we weren't going to have kids in Japan, but you know what?
Here we are.
God has different plans for us, so here we are having kids in Japan. So we are thinking within 2 years, well, not within 2 years, at least 2 years, but who knows what will happen, you know? But we're open to more kids. Alright, last question under the YouTube post is this the first grandchild for either of your parents?
Yes.
Well, not mine.
For my,
yes.
my parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is Adam's parents' first grandchild. They are super excited. I cannot wait to see them become grandparents. It is so weird because for like 6 years I've just known them as, you know, Adam's parents. So for them now to be known as grandma or grandpa, super weird stuff. But as for my mom has 5 grandkids, so Baby Flex will be my mom's 6th grandkid, and 5 of those grandkids are boys. So my mom now has 5 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. So yeah, 6 grandkids for my mom, and then for my dad, 3rd grandkids. My father has 4 of us, and yeah, 3 of us have babies now. So 3. So yeah, heading over to the Facebook questions before I head into the Instagram questions. So the first question from Facebook: how do you handle your mood swings, if you have any? To be honest, I just be one with my mood swings. If I need to cry, I cry. If I need to sleep, I sleep. If I need to dance in the house, I have a dance party, just playing music and being crazy, then I do that. I tend to not separate myself from my feelings. If I feel a particular way, then I feel a particular way. That is what it is. And I ride the wave until the mood swing disappears. Would you say that is how I deal with mood swings? Mm-hmm. This baby is going crazy. Oh. Next question: what if you have a girl instead of a boy? I've seen people have different baby than what was predicted. Very good question. The short answer to that from my end would be, it is what it is. We have a girl. What do you think?
Yeah. First of all, that 100% will not happen in our case, because almost at almost every visit we get new confirmation. Still a boy. Mm-hmm. So if this comes to be a girl, it would be a miraculous change. Nothing short of miraculous.
Yeah.
And if it's a girl, I mean, what's to be done?
Yeah, we can't do anything at that point if we end up having a girl. Yeah. It's just that, you know, we have bought our baby stuff. Even though I tend to kind of keep it on the neutral level, there's still some boy stuff in there. So I mean, the girl would just have to use boy stuff. And fun fact, when my mom was pregnant with me, I think she thought she was having a boy. Back in the day, I'm not sure ultrasounds and, you know, gender prediction were as high tech as it is now. So I think my mom did not have one of those ultrasound, but every kind of symptom that she had, old wives' tale predicted that she was having a boy. So she bought all of the boy stuff. I had no girl clothes, I had no girl toys. Everything was blue, everything was button neck shirt, khaki pants, all of that stuff. And guess what? When she had me, I had to wear it all. I'll try to find one of the most popular pictures of me dressed as a boy, and on this picture it says I am a big girl all dressed like a boy. So hilarious. I'll insert the pic right here. But basically, yeah, every appointment we've been to so far, the doctors keep telling us, it's a boy, and that's the boy part. And we actually have multiple pictures of the ultrasound showing the genitalia, so we're sure it's a boy, unless God is trying to trick us. Next question: are you guys still active in the bedroom, being that they say it helps? It helps what?
Everything.
What? Loosen the area? I don't know. I'm just kidding, you guys. Yeah, we know that sex helps. Closer down to like delivery time. Are we still active in the bedroom, Adam?
Why are you asking me?
It's a question for both of us.
We're both in the bedroom, right? So if you're not active, I'm not active. If you're active, I am active. So.
I wouldn't. All right. So the raw and honest answer to this, you guys, we are active in the bedroom. I don't know if it's more active. As a matter of fact, it is not more active. We are the same. We are on the same page as it was.
The answer is yes. The question asked, "Are you still active?"
Oh, still active. I thought I read more active. Okay, all right. So yeah, we're still active, just not excessively more because it helps. But as we draw closer to actually delivering this baby, we are going to need to step it up a notch, because research does show that having sex helps to not have much damage happening down there. So yeah, and par for more bedroom activities.
Do you need to ask me that? Why are you asking me such strange questions?
You see, this is why we end up pregnant. Because he never says no. Hi. Mom, Dad, cock your ears. Next question. Do you two already have a name picked out? If so, for how long now?
Yeah, we do have a name, and we have had ideas for a long time, but we settled on a name only recently. Relatively recently.
So what had happened was, for the entire time that we have been together, which is almost 6 years at this point, we have had names to our baby, and we have always referred to our future children as these names. And then the minute we got pregnant, we were like, yeah, no. And then just randomly, I was creating like the gender reveal poster to send out to our families, and we ended up talking about names. So that was when I was about 18 weeks pregnant or so, and a name just came to us. We weren't researching any names and trying to find names, Bible names, or we weren't in the research kind of thing, because Adam is like me in the terms of, we don't have a list of names put down to go through and choose from. It's that we think about it in the moment, we like it, and we stick to it, and that's it. So I don't have a list of names in my phone, to be honest, like most female probably do. And we came up with a name, we both loved it, and then from there we started fitting other names to make it a full name. And then we had 3 names, like a first, middle, and last name. Of course, we have a last name, and it just didn't flow. As in, it felt as if it came to a halt too suddenly. You know, when a name just nanny. It sounded too sudden, and so we had to drop in a 3rd name. So Babyflex has 4 names at this point.
At this point?
At this point.
It will remain 4 names, so we're not going beyond 4.
Adam has 4 names, so it is in the family. So yeah, we have had his name put down. As for hints, we're not giving any hints, and we will be telling you guys his name when we introduce him to you guys once he's born, and we're up to actually sitting down and making that video. All right, next question. What's the scariest thing about transitioning to parenthood that you never thought about before? For me, this is strange because I've thought about everything before, to be honest. I'm not sure if there's anything that I have not thought about at this point. How about you, Adam?
I don't know if it's just how I frame things, but I can't think of any scary thing. I think of things that I'm excited about. So what might be considered scary for some, I consider those things exciting, just new adventures. So I don't have any fears. I'm not sure if that sounds unrealistic or pretentious, but I don't have any fears.
It is your feelings. If it's your feelings, then it's your feelings,
There's nothing scary. Who knows what I'll feel later on, but for now, I'm just feeling anticipation. That's it.
Have you ever changed a diaper in your life? No?
No.
But you're not scared about that?
Why would I be scared?
No, I'm just asking. It's not like...
What's the worst that can happen?
Pee all over you.
Soap?
I have
Water.
never changed a diaper before. I have lots of nieces and nephews, and I have held babies before and been around babies. But once it gets to that part where the diaper situation comes in, I usually hand them off to their parents because I'm not about that life. And obviously I have to be about that life now, but yeah, like the scariest thing for me is just being a parent in general, because I do not know what parenthood is going to be like for me personally, and for my host personally. I've always been excited about becoming a mom, but then when it happened and you realize that, oh shit, you're going to actually become a mom, everything starts going through my mind. So it's not like I have never thought about these things before. It's just that because it is happening now, it is inevitable that it's going to happen. you start thinking about things. Adam is the calmer one. He keeps me grounded when I start spiraling. So how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna, you know, how am I gonna sleep? All of that stuff that you hear people talk about on the internet to scare you. Yeah, I think about them, but I wouldn't say that I am scared to pieces of it happening. Apart from when it happens, we Google it. And if Google can't help us, we common sense it. If common sense can't help us, we call our parents. And if they can't help us, we let it be until it gets resolved. That's how I see it. What kind of parents are we going to be? I am interested to find out. Okay, next question. What's the best thing about being first-time parents? Being first-time parents. That is an experience that I'm never going to get again in my life. Never. You know? Because once this baby is out, I'm a mom. And then when I get pregnant again, I'm not going to be referred to as a second-time mom. You know? So the whole experience of, you know, becoming pregnant for the first time, for me, I'm speaking for me here, becoming pregnant for the first time, experiencing all of the pregnancy symptoms for the first time, watching my body change for the first time, which is actually very terrific. No, terrific is a good word.
Terrifying?
Terrified, yes. Terrifying. And there are, of course, a couple of things that I do not like or I'm not comfortable with, such as my nose being this wide and my boobs being quadruple the size it usually is. Certain things are uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, it's the first time for me to experience stuff like this. The first time I felt baby flex move was exciting. This is the first time I get to research baby stuff and buy baby clothes and look at all the baby things, and you know, this opportunity just never comes again. So every part of it for me is exciting. Seeing how I will behave as a mom, is behave even the right word, but just seeing how what my life will look like and how I will actually parent baby flex, it's all exciting. What would you say? What's the best thing about becoming a first time parent?
So becoming a first time parent, I'm going to be learning a lot in a little time, and that is exciting for me. I like learning new things and experiencing new things. This is very new. The second time around it will be easier in one sense because we have a knowledge base on which to work, we have experience. But now with no experience, you know, we can make up for that with the excitement of having no experience.
I think it's gonna be a fun time because Adam is generally very funny, and we have a good, I don't know the word right here,
Chemistry.
we have a good chemistry in terms of like we run jokes with each other and no one takes it seriously unless it's like really brutal. Okay, next. How does it feel to be pregnant? What does this baby add to your marriage? I guess this question is for me, obviously. Adam cannot be pregnant. For me, it feels pretty weird to be pregnant, and also fun to like see it evolve. I've always had ideas about what pregnancy would be like. For me, I imagine a big belly glowing all the time and stuff like that, which is really just a highlight reel. I realize, especially here on social media, can be very deceiving of what pregnancy is actually like for the person who is experiencing pregnancy. For me, it feels like a mixture of being weird and being feel good. You know what I mean? Each week when you see your stomach becomes an inch bigger or 2 inches bigger, it's really fascinating, just the changes, you know? When I look at myself when I was 13 weeks pregnant as opposed to now 30 weeks pregnant, like there is a dramatic difference. Pregnancy does come with its own sides of just discomfort. Adam can attest to the amount of times I've been in here limping, cannot walk, cannot stand, cannot sit, cannot do anything because of just pain everywhere, like from head to toe it's pain. So being pregnant is really fun, but it's also really hard, and that is one of the things I think many people do not talk about. When you announce that you're pregnant, it's always, you know, yeah, congratulations, and then it's always the talk about cute baby clothes and oh, you're glowing and bum pictures, all of those cute fun stuff about being pregnant. But when a person tells me, oh girl, you're glowing, it's a nice compliment and I thank God that another person is seeing me glow. But what that person is not see behind the glow is me being uncomfortable to stand, sit, walk, eat. You know, what that person does not see is me crying at night because I am overwhelmed and I'm overthinking everything and I'm freaking out. What that person doesn't see is a baby pressing on your bladder, you cannot move, you know, just all of the other sad stuff that person just go through by themselves that nobody seems to talk about, even though majority of persons or women have been pregnant before. That was very shocking to me when pregnant, because I was experiencing things and I'm like, but so this happened in pregnancy, this happened in pregnancy, like this is weird, I've never heard anybody talk about this in pregnancy, stuff like that. So it's been a good mixture of happy, weird, and just nerve-wracking, to be honest. And as for what it adds to our marriage, I'll let Adam answer that since I answered the first part.
It's difficult to answer because it adds a whole new dimension to the marriage. Of course, it's not that the marriage is not complete, but
yeah,
it was complete before, but now there's another layer to it that we can experience together. We like doing things together, we like doing projects and trying things as a team. So this might be the ultimate thing that we can do as a team, to be parents. So yeah, it's one more thing that we have in common now.
Yep.
One more thing that we can partner towards.
It gave us another thing to bond over too. That is another thing. We have bonded tremendously, and I even though our marriage was not bad before a baby, I still feel as if the marriage is even better now, being experiencing this and becoming parents and all that, because it gave us new things to bond over, talk over, discuss, experience, you know, especially like, you know, if I am stressed out about something, waking up at odd hours crying or whatever, Adam understands all of that. So I think it has brought us together in terms of we have a closer knit going on. Does it hurt when the baby moves? Yes, it does. Some of the movements are really, really, really painful. Yeah, it might sound as if I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. Some of the movements are crazy. It's crazy in there. Like some of the times I feel as if my ribs are being displaced. I feel kicks in my hip. Just it's crazy. Some of the movements very gentle, like when he's like stretching, or I don't know, some part of him goes up in the air and then my belly just goes up like this and goes back down. But then you have some that feels as if somebody is rolling a dice in your belly. And there's this movement I keep telling Adam about where I feel as if it's his fingernails or something. When I googled it, it said you cannot feel the baby's fingernails, but it feels as if there's a fingernail, like when he rolls, it's like if he's rolling like this, then this part of his like fingernail or toes or whatever flips back on my skin, and it gives me this tingly, itchy feeling, just like when, like, if you have a cut and then it's healing, you feel it itching like inside of the cut and you just want to burst the skin open and like scratch. Yeah, some of the times I want to slip my belly in half, flip the skin over and just scratch it because of the sensation that the movement gave me. So yeah, some of the movement, yeah, they do hurt. What do you like or enjoy the most about being pregnant? You look awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Absolutely the shopping. I love shopping in general. Shopping for baby stuff. Icing on the cake. What do you enjoy most about me being pregnant?
You know, I think her moods have been better.
What?
Yeah.
Am I what?
Yeah.
Happier?
I was anticipating mood swings in a negative way, but
Yeah.
I think the moods have been swinging positively. So
Yeah.
that's good. And seeing some strange cravings can be amusing too.
Did I have strange cravings? I don't feel as if I had strange
You've had a
cravings,
few.
guys.
You've had a few.
I mean, there was that one period when I wanted jam and everything, but I feel like that was it.
Nothing too extreme, but
Yeah.
you've had a few.
You guys, my pregnancy has been relatively smooth sailing, might I say, so far. I didn't have morning sickness, and maybe the only thing that I've experienced on the bad side of it is being tired. and the round ligament pain on the bottom half of your body. The carpal tunnel, oh my goodness, I still have carpal tunnel right now. It's just not as bad as it was a few weeks ago, but if I put my hand in weird positions, I do feel it. But yeah, I've had a relatively smooth pregnancy and nothing too dramatic happened. Yeah, I like and enjoy that part as well. Do you think pregnancy hormones affected you drastically or a little? For example, do you say things like, I know I wouldn't be mad or cry over a certain situation, it's just the hormones? If I was going to answer, I would say not really, because I'm pretty much a hormonal, dramatic, cry kind of person. But I did ask Adam this question and he said I have had mood swings over things that I wouldn't normally have mood swings about, or even to like cry or stuff like that. So I think the pregnancy hormones are there. I don't think it is major dramatic, but I guess there's some drama in there.
Yeah.
Like I'll be having a good night, go to bed, and then wake up in the middle of the night crying. You ask me what is wrong with me, I don't have an answer for you. I just feel like crying and I'm crying. So I guess that is hormones, because I like my sleep and I'm not waking up in the middle of the night to cry. You know what I mean? So I guess that's hormonal. Yeah, the pregnancy hormones are there, but
they're mild. They're not as severe as they could be.
Yeah. So the last question then is, what was the first thing that came to mind when you found out you were pregnant? Labor or shopping? The labor. Of the two choices that this person gave me, labor was definitely the first thing that I thought about. But the very first thing that came to mind upon finding out that I was pregnant is, how are we going to be pregnant and raise a kid in Japan? That was the big question on the table, guys. Because if you've been following me and my channel, then you know we were planning to have babies when we don't live in Japan anymore. So that was the first question that we asked each other after I screamed in the bathroom. Because Adam was there when I found out. I am not that type of wife that finds out she's pregnant before the husband and then finds a cute way to tell him. No, he's finding out with me. I'm sorry. So you'll never be one of those husbands to get that dramatic surprise. Are you okay with that? Because it will never happen. Never happen. What was the first thing that came to your mind?
Yeah, the same. Just the logistics of it.
Yeah.
We were not anticipating having a child here. But the good thing is, we were anticipating having a child.
Yeah.
So at least there wasn't the big question of, do we want a child? The big question is, are we going to pack up and leave Japan now, or what?
Yeah.
But after a few weeks, it became apparent that staying here, having the child here, would not be as bad.
The worst case scenario, yeah.
It wouldn't be the worst case scenario. In fact, it has been
the best case scenario, actually. I couldn't imagine it another way.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. The care here, the convenience is here. Yeah, like certainly it wouldn't be as good back home. And I am thinking that it might not have been as good even where we plan to be.
Yeah.
In certain aspects.
Yeah.
And we were mostly worried about the language barrier, which we have gotten around for the most part. So there, beyond that, there's nothing negative to worry about in Japan.
Yeah.
We're not planning to raise a child here. So having kids here is distinct from raising kids
well, yeah, I guess.
Because there are a few years before we have to worry about school.
Yeah, so if you guys are wondering if we are going to be, if this changes things for us in terms of us to live in Japan, it doesn't. We're still on our timeline and we are still working towards leaving as soon as it becomes possible in leaving.
And with this whole COVID-19 situation, we're not sure how long this is gonna last. No one really has a good answer to that, and relocating is quite difficult at this point. So we might have to just be comfortable staying here for longer than we had anticipated. And the longer you stay in a foreign country, the more you get accustomed to it and the more you make yourself comfortable, the more you invest in things to make your life easier, then the less ridiculous it seems to stay for a longer term.
Things have dramatically changed between last year and this year in terms of how comfortable we have become. Even before having to accept that we are going to have a baby here and this is going to be our lives for another maybe year or two based on just how fast things are going to go in terms of us moving out of Japan. We have gotten more comfortable in terms of food, and that was really one of the main struggle areas. So we've discovered a lot of online places that, you know, we can buy the food that we want from. We have discovered a grocery delivery service where I do not have to have the hassle, or we do not have to have the hassle of hopping on bicycles because we don't drive here and going into the grocery store, spending maybe 45 minutes trying to get stuff, and we can just order food at the comfort of our homes, have it delivered to our door, and things have just been just easier, you know. So the longer you live, as he said, as Adam said, the longer you live in a foreign country, and the more chances you have to figure things out, and the more easier life becomes, and the less stressed you become, and, you know, things just escalate. So now I can actually understand or see how even Jamaicans have been here 9-10 years. In the beginning, when somebody tell me that, I'm like, what are you doing here for 10 years? You're mad?
Because what you would have imagined is your experience for your first 2 years, you're thinking they're experiencing that for 10 years.
Yeah.
But after 2 or 3 or 4 years, you're no longer experiencing that experience.
Mm-hmm.
You move on to a more comfortable experience, and then by year 10, it becomes difficult to imagine living somewhere else.
Yeah. So Japan, I apologize for being so rude at you in the first couple of years. You know, you've been quite good now. But that is the end, and we did ramble there for a bit, didn't we? That is the end of this Q&A. If you are currently pregnant, I wish you the best in the rest of your journey. Cheers to becoming parents in 2021, and I hope that you guys continue to follow our journey as parents here. If you're new, please consider subscribing and joining the Nats fam. Give the video a big thumbs up and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Until next time, bye guys.
Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever, and I feel so free. Oh my sweet baby.